Welcome along to Bishan Stadium here in Singapore for this fixture on matchday 2 of the AFC Champions League Two 2025-26 season between the host Tampines Rovers and BG Pathum United of Thailand. This match is taking place in Group H, a group which is being led by Tampines Rovers on goal difference ahead of Pohang Steelers of Korea Republic. Both sides with wins from the opening fixtures. BG Pathum United are third ahead of Kaya of the Philippines, with both sides looking for their first points of this campaign. It is a cloudy, humid, sticky evening in Singapore. We had some rain earlier today. The skies have cleared up for this fixture, although the heat and humidity remain high. 31 degrees Celsius, 70% humidity, not much in the way of a breeze. Hopefully, we won't have any weather delays like we did last night. We are back at Bishan Stadium for this game, a venue which is normally the home ground of Tampanese's local rivals, the Lion City Sailors. Fixtures in this competition for Singapore clubs taking place here, while returfing works go on at Jalan Besar Stadium. With that ground seeing a change of surface from artificial to natural grass over the next few months. We had a game in this competition yesterday as well in Group G between Lion City Sailors and Selangor FC of Malaysia. It was a good game of football, entertaining, with a number of goals in that contest, and we should get another one here tonight between these two clubs who are very familiar with each other. Yellow Knights, the group of fans of Tampines Rovers, providing strong support for their team. Waiting for their heroes to come out and entertain them this evening here at Bishan Stadium. This will be the third meeting between these sides in about 4 months. These clubs also coming up against each other in the Singapore Cup semi-finals last season. It was a close affair, played over 2 legs, and an entertaining tie which was won by Tampines 4-3 on aggregate. We'll also be playing against each other in the ASEAN Club Championship in December, with a return fixture in this competition also to look forward to that month. These clubs also have a partnership off the pitch, one which was established in 2023, both signing a 3-year agreement which will continue until the end of the 25-26 season. As part of that partnership, Tampines Rovers receiving support on and off the field from BG Pathum United and its affiliated club, J1 side Cerezo Osaka. Partnership which has seen Tampines using facilities of the Thai team as part of their pre-season preparations for this campaign. We've also had some younger players moving across on loan deals. There is a partnership which could develop further along down the road as well. In the here and now, though, both sides will be determined to put in a strong performance to aid their chances of progression from this group. Only the top 2 sides going through to the next stage of the competition. The Southeast Asian rivalry tonight in AFC Champions League Two, in a group which consists of 3 sides from this region and a traditional powerhouse of Asian football in Pohang Steelers of Korea Republic, a club that has reached the summit of Asian club football on a few occasions. They are regarded as favourites to top the group and will be tough to beat. It places an emphasis on making sure you're able to pick up maximum points against the other sides in this group to ensure that you put yourself in a position to progress into the next stage of the competition. Here come the teams. It is a lovely, lush playing surface, natural grass here at Bishan Stadium. Players can't have any complaints, no excuses when it comes to the playing surface. Great for these two sides who like to play a slick passing possession-based game. It will be fascinating to see how they approach this contest. Tampines Rovers won their first group game against Kaya of the Philippines. Maximum points for the Singapore side from an away fixture, in which they were so impressive from start to finish. They had good control of that game. Came away with a 3-0 win thanks to 2 goals from Trent Bahagia and 1 from Takeshi Yoshimoto. A change from their opening game from last season when they lost their first game, which was also an away fixture before winning their second match at home. They finished last season's group stage in third, 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 defeats. They played 2 matches against a Thai team in Bangkok United in last season's competition. Tampines losing the away game but winning the home match. BG Pathum United making their first appearance in AFC Champions League Two. Led this evening by that man in your picture, Kritsada Kamen. A versatile talent for this side. Still just 26 years of age, but a wealth of experience already that he's picked up in his career. Trent Bahagia in the picture, number 12, looking for more goals in this competition. Let's have a look at the lineups, beginning with Tampines Rovers. They've made 2 changes from their last starting 11 in this competition. Irfan Najib comes into the side at right back in place of Amrul Adli. The other change is in attack with Hide Higashikawa picking up a start this time, having had to come off the bench on match day 1. He replaces Stalandao up front to make do with a place on the bench this time. Number 19, Joel Chew amongst the substitutes for Tampines Rovers as well. Trent Bahagia has been in great form for the side. He'll be looking for his 3rd goal in this season's competition. Officials are all from the Islamic Republic of Iran. The referee for this fixture is Bijan Haidari. He has refereed in over 230 matches in his career across a number of competitions, with several appearances in AFC club and international fixtures, along with more than 150 games in the Iranian top flight. He will be assisted by Farhad Pore and Muhammad Ali Almani, Morteza Mansourian serving as the 4th official. This is what the BG Pathum United side have gone with for their starting 11. They have made 6 changes from their first outing in this competition against Pohang. Walid Chultong and Sanchai Nontasila come into the side in the fullback positions. 39-year-old Surachat Saripim gets his first start in this competition, having impressed in recent matches. Chatmongkon Tongkiri, Tomoyuki Doi and Joel Lopez also start for the side this evening. Joel Lopez making his AFC Champions League 2 debut for the club. Shazwan Buhari, Singapore international goalkeeper, captaining Tampines Rovers, as Ekanit Panyar at number 8. He's such an exciting talent. They'll look to try and get him on the ball as much as they can. Direct and quick. Big threat, and he's a player that Tampines will have to keep a lookout for, especially Irfan Najib, who will be playing at right back. Tomoyuki Doi back in Singapore. Very successful spell for him in his career in the Singapore Premier League, but has had a few issues getting the goals for BG Pathum United over in Thailand. Singapore against Thailand, AFC Champions League 2 action tonight. Tampines Rovers coming up against BG Pathum United. Kickoff in just a few moments. We have kickoff at Bishan Stadium. Match day 2 of AFC Champions League 2, season 25-26. This is a fixture in Group H between Tampines Rovers of Singapore and BG Pathum United of Thailand. And it is the home side, Tampines Rovers, playing the black and yellow, going from left to right on your screens, up against BG Pathum United in the white and blue, going from right to left. Tampines have been in good form this season. Just one defeat from their first 6 matches, 4 wins and 1 draw in that time. They started their campaign with some silverware in the form of the Singapore Community Shield, after beating the Lion City Sailors 4-1. Then followed that up with a 3-1 win against Cebu in the ASEAN Club Championship, picking up their first draw of the season in a Singapore Premier League fixture against Geylang International, before back-to-back 3-0 wins against Tanjung Pagar in the SPL and then Kaya in the AFC Champions League Two opener. They did lose their first game of the season recently. That was against Selangor of Malaysia in their second ASEAN Club Championship game, which took place last Wednesday. Selangor were in action here against the Lion City Sailors yesterday in this competition. Tampines didn't have a league game at the weekend, so they should be fresh for this match, eager to bounce back after that defeat to Selangor with a strong performance tonight. Here's Glenn Quay. This is one stopped by Ika Sandohadze. There's a look at Supachai Komsilep, the 45-year-old, continues on as their head coach after a decent spell as caretaker last year. It's his 20th fixture for them as their head coach in this spell. He has been an assistant under several coaches in his time at the club, a former Thailand international, former player for Bangkok Glass and Krung Thai Bank. Also has head coaching experience at Chantaburi and Raj Pracha. Sega Sumi it forward, looking for Hide Higashikawa. Chatmongkon Tongkiri in the way. PG Pathum United have been busier than Tampines this season. 9 matches played coming into this fixture. The form has been mixed. 4 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats in that time. Currently 4th in the Thai League on 10 points. 8 behind the leaders, Buriram United. PG Pathum United did pick up a big win against Port FC last Sunday in the domestic league. 2-0 victory, seeing them collect their first win in 4 matches in all competitions. Prior to that, they also had a strong performance against Buriram, and 2-2 draw, with that game taking place in the ASEAN Club Championships. Thai side getting the AFC Champions League 2 campaign with a 1-0 defeat at home to Pohang Steelers on matchday 1. They'll be desperate to put points on the board here to get themselves in better shape for this competition. They are a side that have the quality to win matches and put in impressive displays. The issue has just been a lack of consistency in terms of stringing those wins together, as Takeshi Yoshimoto goes back to Shah Shahiran, forming a strong partnership in the central midfield with Sega Sumi, a new partner for him in that position. Kyoga Nakamura leaving the club, also go and play in Thailand with Bangkok United. Shoya Yamashita sticking around with Tampines Rovers. Sanchai wins the header. There's Ikanit back to Chatmongkon. Sanchai, he loves to get forward down that left-hand side, goes inside to Joe Lopez. Have a pass into Surachat. Looking for the cutback. Sada. Effort going just wide. Making the run from deep. Kritsada come in. Scored too many goals. Just the one for BG Pathum United in his career with them. 26-year-old Chonburi youth product Kritsada come in. Made 168 appearances for Chonburi. Just the 1 goal though at the PG Pathum United in 67 appearances. Appearance number 68 for him in all competitions. Back on the ball, Chatmongkon, Lopez, Sekanit. Comes inside, being tracked by Irfan Najib. Being forced to vacate his position at right back. Fox there with the interception. Kritsada. And Lopez. It's a lovely diagonal pass from Kritsada. Sanchai stabs it in first time. No accuracy on that delivery into the box. Bahajat's fouled. by Surachat. 39-year-old Surachat Saripim scored both goals in their win against Port FC recently. There is head coach of Tampines Rovers, 45-year-old Noor Rahman, a former Singapore international. A utility player himself, to play in defence and in central midfield. 76 caps for Singapore. It's just his 4th game as a head coach since taking over from Akbar Nawas in the middle of September. He's been with Tampines since February of 2023. Initially the academy manager, then he became the assistant coach. He was also a former coach at Home United and the Lion City Sailors as well. Looks like Supachai, who played for Bangkok Glass. Noor Rahman also played for Tampines Rovers. Koyaka Zama, number 88. For Tampines. He's getting pulled back by Chatmongkon. Shah. Also has a delightful range of passing. Brings one out to Bahajia. Last touch is of Shah Shahiran. Tampines Rovers making their 15th appearance at this level. Plenty of continental experience when it comes to this competition. It's their 2nd consecutive campaign in AFC Champions League Two. Made it into the quarterfinals of the AFC Cup on 4 occasions. Well, their last appearance in that round coming in 2016. Since then, though, they have failed to make it out of the group. PG Pathum United also have continental pedigree. They are playing in their first AFC Champions League 2 campaign, but they've featured in the AFC Champions League group stage on 3 previous occasions. As Surachat, it's away from Shah. Wow, swing at that from Surachat Saripim. Scored his 50th goal for BG Pathum United recently in an ASEAN Club Championship fixture against Buriram. Incredible fitness levels for a 39-year-old. Doesn't tend to see too many minutes and get too many starts over the last couple of seasons, but the last few matches has been relied upon. I expect to see a lot of this from Tampines Rovers. They're very much a part of the club, this playing style. Playing it short out the back, and hang on to possession and try and draw the press from the opposition before opening spaces further up the pitch. Doesn't really matter who they are coming up against. They tend to stick to their principles. This is when they will try and send it long when that press does come from the opposition. They've got pace going forward in Glenn Quay. He's taking this throw in. And Bahajia on that left-hand side. Sandakadze with the header out. Throw to the Singapore side. Away from Najib. Back to Shuya Yamashita. Dylan Fox, 31-year-old Australian central defender. Shah again, gonna go long. Bahajia. That's the press from Bahajia. No appeals from Tampines. Bahajia might have felt like he was fouled on the follow-through by Chatmongkon. Regain possession through Fox. Shah again. Time and space in midfield. BG Pathum United just sitting back for the moment. Quite happy for Tampines Rovers to hang on to this in deeper positions. And when it goes back, there's that chance for the high side to just step forward, push that defensive line up the pitch. 4 against 3 at the back for PG Pathum United. Tampines Rovers looking at Glenn Quay and Trent Bahajia to try and stretch the pitch a little bit further forward. We've also got the fullback, Takeshi Yoshimoto, for Tampines, down that left-hand side. He likes to join in the attack as well. Here's Glenn Quay. Kritsada tried to slide across to intercept. That's Lopez. Surachat has to get red under pressure. Too much on that pass for Tomoyuki Doi. Sega Sumi. He's had a steady start to his career in central midfield for Tampines Rovers. Mashita back to Shazwan Buhari. He's pretty comfortable with the ball at his feet. Not the tallest of goalkeepers, Shazwan. As Walid tracking the run of Trent Bahagia. He's going to have to be switched on to the movements of Bahagia down that side. So far, so good. Tampines early on looking to make good use of those longer passes, a bit more direct in their style after drawing the press. Now Supachai Komsilip getting a lot of advice in this technical area as well from his staff. Here's Ikanet. Sanchai closing down from Higashikawa. Sandakatse. Kritsada Kamen. That's Ose. Born in Tokyo. Cambodian international. Kaki Ose. Sandakatse. 1.97 meters tall central defender. They do like their tall players, BG Pathum United. To have Christian Gomis, who was just over 2 meters tall. They also have Sedin and Die on the bench. Cross headed away by Yamashita. No high boot from Chatmonkon. Regains possession for his side. Doi. Quick shot on the turn. Blocked by Sega Sumi. Picked up by Kanit for the moment. And this time around, Tampines do get the whistle. 25-year-old Ekanit, 30 caps for Thailand. There's Glenn Quay, also 25-year-old. Bit unfortunate there, Ekanit, perhaps. Looked to be a clean challenge. But right in front of the referee as well. Fox. Sumi. Back to Shazwan. As the press is on again, Shah has to find a way out via his goalkeeper, and they've done that very nicely. Drawing in Kritsada, working their way forward to the next phase of possession. That's good recovery from BG Pathum United, getting back into shape. Making sure Tampines just have to retreat and recycle. Higashikawa. Sega Sumi. Shah. On to Fox. Good options for the player in possession. Higashikawa makes something of that wayward pass from Koya Kazama. Too much coming out of it in the end for Tampines Rovers. There's Wallet. Lopez. Gets away from a couple of challenges. Couldn't release Doi. Yamashita cutting out the pass. It's Takeshi Yoshimoto. BG Pathum United playing in the AFC Champions League group stage. On 3 occasions, their first appearance coming in 2021, and they made it into the round of 16. Further improvement for them in the 2022 season of that competition. They went a step further into the quarterfinals, then they had a group stage exit in the 23-24 season of the AFC Champions League. Now back on the continental stage where they feel they belong as a club. Surachat, it's it forward to Kritsada. Lopez is popping up in different positions out on that pitch. Just lining up behind Tomoyuki Doi in terms of the tactical setup, being given license to roam. Kazama is unable to break away from the press. As Wallet. Kazama back in possession. Again, wanted to do a little bit too much with that. Ekanen. Ose. Chanmonkon. Floated out to Sanchai. Heavy touch means Irfan Najib can take it away from him. Higashikawa in a battle with Chanmonkon that he wins. Tampines happy to slow things down. Space on the left for Takeshi Yoshimoto. Already has one goal in this competition. There he is in possession, being forced back by Surachat. Yamashita. Higashikawa, who's had to pop off the front line on a number of occasions already just to try and give Tampines Rovers a way out. 23-year-old Hide Higashikawa joined Tampines in July from Tochigi City, who play in J3, third division of Japanese football. Made 9 appearances in J3 for them this season before moving to Singapore with Tampines. That's Bahaja. Wallet. Ose. Fox winning the header. Kazama into Bahagia. Just lacking a little bit of quality in possession in the attacking areas. Both teams at the moment. All looking pretty good in the initial build-up. The first couple of phases or so, but once they get into the attacking third, that's where it starts to just break down. Tashikawa. Facing away from goal, so has to go back to Segasumi. The Shah. Kazama. First time. Onto Yoshimoto. Sandakadze. Messy header. Falling to Glenn Quay. His shot is blocked. It's Tomoyuki Doi. Well, he almost just gave up on that. You wonder if he actually kept going. He might have just kept it in play. Just the 1 goal in 7 appearances for PG Pathum United for Tomoyuki Doi. 28-year-old who celebrated his birthday last Wednesday on the 24th of September. Joining the club in July. Does have Mateus Fornazzari to compete with for that striking position. Irfan. Mashita. Shah. Clever pass with the outside of the boot. Yoshimoto. Well, that's a bit careless from Bahagia, who's saying to Yoshimoto he wanted a pass out into him to be played a little bit quicker. He's got a cut on his chin as well, Trent Bahagia. I don't think he was fully aware of that. Surachat just letting him know. He's looking right across the line and perhaps should have just held his run up a little bit. It's one of those situations. It's just a slight lack of communication between players. Well, they formed a good relationship down that left-hand side, Yoshimoto and Bahagia. Very effective going forward for Tampines Rovers. It's Yamashita in possession. 26-year-old central defender who's been with Tampines since January of 2022. It's his 4th season with the club. It's his 5th season in Singapore. Came to the country with Albrecht Niigata in 2021. Has been a key player for the club, Yamashita. Making his 117th appearance this evening for Tampines. There is no Rahman. Stepping out to this technical area and he's telling his players to follow the plan. Kazama offering that line of pass. Lovely work from Tampines in possession. They've been able to release Glenn Quay. As Glenn opened up the angle for a potential shot with his left foot, and again there was some hesitation and that lack of quality. And Kazama was also asking for it to be played into him. He should have taken that shot a little bit quicker, Glenn Quay. If he was going to. Pretty quick and direct winger. Foul on Ekanit. Glenn Quay, the guilty party. Sandohadze. Just having a bit of a complaint that didn't get much movement in front of him as he was looking to push forward with the ball in possession. That's Ose, 29-year-old. Received his Cambodian citizenship in November of 2024. Doi. Attackers on both sides, a little bit sloppy. Wallet. Doi. His body well. Shot blocked by Fox. There's Wallet Tultong. Has won a throw. 21-year-old Wallet Tultong. Loves getting forward. Plenty of energy and pace down that side of the pitch. Sanchai. Yamashita scored a goal against Namdin on the 24th of October. Last season's AFC Champions League Two. His only goal in 7 appearances in this competition. Also has 3 AFC Cup appearances. Shah trying to step in and take it away, but Ekanit is quicker to it. There's Doi, given a chance to turn and face goal. And Fox ready with the block. Nika Sandohadze, who's played almost all of his career in Georgia, short spells in Latvia and Ukraine. Joined BG Pathum United in January this year from Torpedo Kutaisi. former Georgia under-21 international. Lopez, number 10, gets a shot away. No deflection on its way through, so there will be a goal kick. Making his AFC Champions League Two debut, Joe Lopez hasn't picked up too many minutes on the domestic front for PG Pathum United. Just 100 minutes of play for him in the local league. 28-year-old. Last played in Bolivia with the GV San Jose. Bahagia with the acceleration. That's enough of a nudge. Recovery from Surachat Saripin, helping out Walid Chultong. Just bumping into Trent Bahagia. Chamonkon. Another one who doesn't really get regular minutes in the side. And his time at the club anyway, Chamonkon, but it just seems like Supachai Komsilip has found a formation, a setup, a lineup that has been working for him over the last few weeks or so. And the form this season has been mixed. Matches played, 4 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats in that time. PG Pathum United finished 3rd last season in Thai League 1, the best league finish since the 2021-22 campaign when they finished 2nd. Prior to that, they had won back-to-back titles in impressive fashion. They're first in Thai League 2, 2019 to gain promotion. That was followed by an Thai League 1 title win in the 2020-21 season. Again, they were very busy in the last campaign. Took part in several competitions and even took part in the Singapore Cup, where they exited at the semi-final stage. It was an issue for them last season. PG Pathum United a number of semi-final exits. Heartbreakingly for them, they also had a semi-final exit in the Thai FA Cup and in the ASEAN Club Championship. Sada trying to thread it through into Surachat. Irfan. Gashikawa into Kazama. It's Yoshimoto. There's Bahagia in front of him. Tight that space, overhits the pass. Wasn't too much to work with as well. The space being afforded to him. Doi has a look around. Picks it up in between that pocket of Tampanese's midfield and defense. Chatmonkon into Doi. Surachat. Well, they're working hard defensively as well, our Tampines Rovers. Getting that midfield line back. Dropping deep. Protect the back 4. Sander Gatze onto Ose. That's a good ball from Walid. Surachat. He couldn't find Lopez. Segasumi stepping in to win the ball back for his side. Given straight to PG Pathum United again. Here's Kritsada. In the way of clear-cut opportunities. Half an hour into this contest. That's Glenn Quay. I don't think either goalkeeper has been tested. Glenn Quay. There's some space to work with here. It's poor again from Tampines Rovers in attack once more. The forward players just letting them down. Quay, Singapore international. He's been an important player for Tampines Rovers since joining the club. Previously with the Young Lions. That's Kritsada. Chatmonkon. More carelessness in possession. They won't be getting frustrated on the sidelines, the coaches. Still a long way to go in this match. 0-0, so clean sheets intact. Speaking of clean sheets, Tampines have kept 3 of them in their last 3 games in this competition. 2 wins and a draw in that run. They were also unbeaten at home in last season's campaign. Also 2 wins and a draw. Lopez, again, having to go from quite a distance. Shazwan has had a lot more work to do with his feet than his hands. Yoshimoto. There's Wallet again. Keeping pace with Bahajia. And then getting forward, Wallet Chultong. Kritsada. Lopez. Sanchai, Ikanit. Ikanit. Chance to turn and get forward with this. It's being shown onto the outside. Sanchai Nontasila. Even Hide Higashikawa is dropping back for Tampines Rovers. Sander Hadze. Lopez. They try and play outside the block and then work their way back in. Sada, Doi makes a run into the area. Sanchai, first time cross, not a bad delivery into the box. It looks like it's come off Fox. Initial indication was a corner from the assistant referee on the far side, but the match referee has overruled him, so it will be a goal kick. Looks like he had a closer look at that. Referee from this position, taking charge. Not much of an appeal from Surachat as well. It's Fox, who was playing in Finland with FC Lahti prior to his move to Singapore with Tampines. Former Central Coast Mariners, Wellington Phoenix. Player also played in Korea with FC Anyang in Korea Republic. Played in the Indian Super League with Jamshedpur, Northeast United and FC Goa. Chatmonkon quickly onto Ose. Wallet, Doi, taken out very nicely. Doi again blocked by Fox. Ekanen with the effort. Finally forcing a save. Shazwan. Nicely positioned right down the middle. Decent power behind that. And a bit of skill from Tomoyuki Doi, who was looking for a handball on Dylan Fox. Look at this. Didn't look to be the case of the studs of Fox. Fell nicely to Ikanit. A bit more direction on that, and it would have been trouble for Tampines Rovers. First shot on target. Kritsada. Very deep delivery. Fox is there, marking Sander Hadze. Kazama. There's Ose for company. It's Fox to clear. Tampines Rovers have managed just one shot in this first half. Despite having 58% possession, 256 passes, they've only managed just one attempt. Sega Sumi, 23-year-old, very classy in possession. Good passer, covers ground well in those central areas. Formerly with Goya Grampus as an under-18 player. Shot. That's the shot, the call for the press from BG Pathum United as it goes sideways and backwards. Tampines have been very comfortable under that sort of pressure, though it's been given away this time around by Shazwan. He's tried to release Yoshimoto. Chalmonkon, Shah, clean challenge. Officials not having any issue with that from Shah Shahiran. Big shot from Shah Shahiran, he wins the free kick. Good touch from Shah, and he was actually put in a very difficult position. Clever play to win that free kick, to get himself out of trouble. Squeezed up against the sideline. Shah. 9 shots for BG Pathum United, just the one on target. Taking a 6th foul. Bahajia. Okay, foul number 7. Trent Bahajia was 3 caps for Malta. He was born and raised in Australia. Played in the A-League with Sydney FC, Central Coast Mariners and Newcastle. Even had a short spell in Serie B with the Brescia, but he didn't play much. And then moved from Brescia to Kapaz in Azerbaijan's top flight before joining Tampines. Here he is again. Cut back into Kazama. He tries to dribble his way through 3 challenges. Clean tackle from Kritsada is the call. Tampines Rovers just lacking that little bit of creativity in attack. To be fair, the same could be said of BG Pathum United. Number of the shots as well, lower quality opportunities. Bahajia, a chance to change things on his own. Couldn't beat Ose. Sega Sumi. Chalmonkon for BG Pathum United. Fouled by Yoshimoto. Pachai Komselep won the Singapore Cup all the way back in 2010 when he was a player with Bangkok Glass. Unlike Noor Rahman, he was pretty versatile as a player as well. Supachai plays a left back, left winger, central midfield as well if required. Sandohatse, Sanchai. So recently returning to full fitness and starting to get minutes, regular minutes at left back. He's also not too pleased with the movement in front of him. It's been a common complaint from the BG Pathum United backline. There's Sandohatse. Takes the opportunity to push past halfway. Connects, comes his pass back to Sandohatse, but no issues for BG Pathum United. Kritsada, Suracha Walid. 4 options in the box, 3 now, as Ikanit drops out. And tries to pop back in, but Shah, in reading the play excellently, to cut out that pass. Bahagia leads the charge forward on the transition. To the back from Higashikawa. Koi. Lovely reverse pass into Kazama. Delightful ball, Bahagia! There's the opener. Lack of quality for most of this first half. But that was pure class from Tampines. A wonderful team goal. Bahagia leading the break on the counter. And had to be patient. Glenn Quay. Then with that reverse pass into Koya Kazama. A delightful cross for Bahagia to find the finish. It's his 3rd goal in this season's competition. There's that pass from Glenn Quay. Zama finding some space just to get his head up. That's a pinpoint cross from Kazama. Just one look as well. And he knew exactly where he was going to put it. Towards the far side of the area for Trent Bahagia to make the run on the blind side of Walid Sultan. And he wasn't sure. He was looking across at the assistant referee Bahagia. Just needed to keep his composure, and he did. A nice finish. And the Maltese international has made an excellent start to his career with Tampines Rovers. It's his 6th goal in 6 appearances now for Tampines. And it's his 10th goal in 14 AFC club competition appearances. 2 of those goals, or 3 of those goals now in AFC Champions League Two. The rest of those goals were in the AFC Champions League. He is rapid and he gets into really good positions to impact the game. Great time to score as well. A goal that will be good for the tempo of the match, you'd imagine, in the second half. PG Pathum United at some point are going to have to come out and chase this. Might lead to an increase in the intensity. There's one for Bahagia. Again on the end off again. Good goalkeeping from Bogdanovic. Hasn't had a save to make. He's only faced 2 shots. He's seen one go past him. Slavisa Bogdanovic in goal for BG Pathum United. Doesn't play in the league for them, isn't registered to play in that competition. Features for the side in the regional championships and also in AFC Champions League Two. Very solid goalkeeper is Bogdanovic. Good shot stopper. Commanding presence at the back. No chance with that header from Bahagia. There's the quality of the cross from Kazama as well. That's Glenn Quay. Bit of green to run into. Shikawa make a run to the top of the 6-yard box. Glenn Quay with the outside of the boot. Straight into the arms of Bogdanovic. No problems with the delivery this time around. It absolutely wasn't a shot from Glenn Quay. Ekanen up to Surachat. Wild cross from Surachat Saripim. Kept in play by Irfan Najib. Just trying to sneak it through the legs of Sanchai. Has won the throw.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 1 minute.
So, minimum of 1 minute added on. Not too much has happened. There's not a need of any treatment. I mean, too many stoppages as well. Large in the back on Irfan Najib. They haven't been able to get Ikanit into positions where he can use his quality. Shah. Going back and forth between Shahiran and his goalkeeper Shazwan. Draw the press again. Ose, oh, he's pulled up with a hamstring injury. Higashikawa is in! Just wide. Big chance for Tampines Rovers. That should have been put away. Ose is in trouble. It looks like his hamstring is gone. Just on the chase. Read it early. Got himself there, and he would have gotten to it ahead of Higashikawa. If he hadn't, he injured his hamstring. And Hide Higashikawa decided to go for goal himself from a tight angle. Bogdanovic, to his credit, did very well to come and close in quickly once he identified that there was going to be a problem here with Ose. He also had Glenn Quay as an option. Would have been the better option for Hide Higashikawa. Excited there, was looking for his goal. He hasn't scored too many, Hide Higashikawa, since joining Tampines. Yet to score in the domestic league. Has a couple of goals in the ASEAN Club Championship and one in the Singapore Premier League Community Shield against Alliance City Sailors to make his mark in this competition. So they will have to make a change. He's just going to take it into half-time, so he doesn't have to use that chance to make a substitution just before the break. So it's a blow for BG Pathum United, conceding that goal to Trent Bahagia in the 42nd minute, and then seeing Takaki Ose having to leave the pitch with what looks to be a hamstring injury just before the half-time whistle. Hide Higashikawa with a great opportunity to make it 2 for the home side. Surachat Saripim, who's worked hard down the right. They've not been able to create too much of note. 9 shots for BG Pathum United in the first half, just the 1 on target. Bahagia with the only goal in the 41st minute. So at halftime, it's Tampines Rovers 1, BG Pathum United 0.
Best airline in the Middle East, world's best business class, best business class lounge. And yes, still a Skytrax 5-star airline. That's a lot of bests, but none of it happens without the best passengers. Thank you for flying with us and for voting for us. We go further because of you.
I landed in an unexplored territory. I saw things you couldn't believe. I was the first, but I won't be the last. This land is calling.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat.
C'est pizza.
Welcome back to Bishan Stadium here in Singapore. Just ahead of this second half between Tampines Rovers, the host, and BG Pathum United of Thailand. Group H fixture, matchday 2 of the AFC Champions League Two 2025-26 season. Tampines Rovers coming out into the second half, leading by a goal to nil. That goal scored by Trent Mahaja in the 42nd minute, getting his third goal of this season's competition. BG Pathum United are looking to respond with a couple of changes. Kuto Notsuda and Chanatip Songkrasin, the two players coming on. Takaki Ose, one of the players who's going to be coming off. He picked up a hamstring injury. Well, looked to be a hamstring injury at the end of that first half. A few minutes after Trent Mahaja had scored that opening goal for Tampines Rovers. Hide Higashikawa could also have made it 2-0 just before the break, sending his effort just wide.
And number 3, Takaki Ose, replaced by number 17, Takuto Notsuda.
So response needed from BG Pathum United in this second half. It wasn't the best performance in the first 45. They had 9 shots, just the 1 on target. Nothing that really threatened, aside from an Ekanit Panya effort that stung the palms of Shazwan Bahari in goal for Tampines. Shot that went straight down the middle. Tampines Rovers with just 2 chances. Well, Chanatip could get a quick equalizer. Already a great opportunity at the start of the second 45. Tampines Rovers with 3 shots in that first half. And just the 1 on target. Bahaja is fouled by Wallet. Tampines with 57% possession in the opening 45. Nice to see that bit of an apology from Walid Sultan. It's been a nice battle down this side of the pitch. Walid against Bahaja. Walid, who has been growing in importance for the club, made 22 league appearances last season after making 13 the season before. It's also been their first choice in this campaign as well. Still a young player, Walid Chultong. Will look to try and develop his qualities in attack to improve his final ball. Help with the attacking output. Here's Notsuda. Sanchai. There's good space for him to get across this recovery. Great challenge from Glenn Quay. Had to get there. There's Lopez, Doi, Chanatip. Incredible footballers. Chanatip's on cross in. Doi's effort taking a deflection on its way through. Corner for BG Pathum United. Second one of the match coming up.
Easy.
Good ball and danger there for Tampines. Over the head of Notsuda. It was Kritsada come in with the delivery. It's Chatmonkon first time. Cutting across it. Couldn't get the whip. Get it back on target. Another player who doesn't score too many goals. Chatmonkon. What an effort from that position. At least he finished off the attack. Yamashita Just doing enough to get it away from his 6-yard box. From that delivery, more aggressive in the press here. BG Pathum United, but that's going to have to be retaken again. They're making a run into the area. A bit too early for the referee's liking. Notsuda inside to Chanatip. There's Lopez. It's away from Shah into Chanatip. There's an injection in pace with regard to the tempo of their play at the start of the second half for BG Pathum United. A lot more incisive with their passing. Taking a few more risks. Taking the passes through the lines. Notsuda, no foul. Chanatip. Doi. Back to Chanatip. Notsuda. Not a bad idea, but Sega Sumi read it well. Kazama looks to release Higashikawa on the break. Bohaja is arriving in support. Kazama a bit deeper. Lopez recovering. Finds Ekanet. Here's Notsuda. Much quicker second half already. Ekanet. Chanatip. Notsuda. Back to Chanatip. A dangerous ball. You hear the reactions from the coaching staff. They're really pleased with the quality of play from their side. And Fox, on the other hand, not too impressed with his team. Being given more trouble by BG Pathum United. They faced in that first half. Opening 6 minutes of this second. Kazama trying to just switch it out to the far side and put Irfan Najib under some pressure. He did well, the right back. Mashita. It's Kazama. On his back. It's away with the free kick. 22-year-old Kazama. Another new signing. He's had a good start to his career with the club. Provided the assist for Bahaja's opening goal. Which is his fourth assist in 7 appearances now for Tampines. He's also scored 3 goals for the club, joining them from Jeff United. Wealth of experience, has 358 appearances in the 2nd division of Japanese football. Career which saw him play for Jeff United, FC Chifu, FC Ryukyu and Oita Trinita. Also had a short spell in J1 with Kawasaki Frontale early in his career.
Number 14.
It's not Suda.
Number 14, attention. Goal set,
Plenty of experience in J1 and J2 as well. Joining BG Pathum United from Sanfrecce in July of last year. He has been a key player for the side since joining. Ekanet, another one who spent time in Japan with Urawa Reds. Had a couple of spells with Urawa and Ehime. 14 AFC Champions League appearances, Ekanet. Four with Urawa, 10 with Chiang Rai United. Here's Doi. They link it up again, not Suda. Chanatip. Not Suda. Ekanen. Just not much space for BG Pathum United to work with in between the lines. The defense of Tampines Rovers and the midfield lines very close to each other, especially in those situations when they're under pressure, having to sit deep. The early stages of this second half. BG Pathum United seeing a lot more of the ball. Lopez on to Doi, Doi on to Ekanen. Sunshine back into the 6-yard box. They want a penalty. Chanatip went down, but looked to be a clean challenge from Irfan Najib. Just trying his luck there, Chanatip. Surachat and Ose being replaced for the second half. There's Ekanen. Chanatip takes care of the ball brilliantly. Lopez. That's Yoshimoto. Higashikawa. Kritsara, he had to foul Higashikawa because BG Pathum United would have been in trouble. But Higashikawa being able to turn. Bahajia was waiting on the left with space to push into on the transition. Another look at this chance and the penalty appeal. Nothing in that. It's Fox. Sending it long, but it's been picked up by Wallet. Bahajia. Kazama. Give and go football. Yoshimoto. Back to Kazama. Do with a spell of possession, Tampines. It's not a bad ball from Yamashita at all. Not for Glenn Quay to chase, and he's done well to win the free kick. That's the speed that they have. Gives them the opportunity to stretch the pitch with these longer passes. It's going to be a booking here for Sanchai. Well beaten by Glenn Quay. First yellow card of the match. Going to Sanchai Nontasila. Sanchai, the 29-year-old, joined in July of last year after a short spell with Ratchaburi. Was also previously with Pulistero. He's been a reliable squad member as seasons gone by. Made 22 appearances in the league last season. Fox with the effort, but it's fallen at the back post for a simple tap-in. Number 25, Hide Higashikawa. And it just went over the head of Dylan Fox. BG Pathum unable to clear their lines. A dangerous delivery from out wide, and Hide Higashikawa gets his goal. A poacher's finish for the Japanese striker. Kazama, the ball whipped in. It was just Fox at the near post, but looked like he was going to get his head on this one. And again, the quality of the delivery from out wide was amazing from Kazama. That's 2 assists in this game for Koya Kazama.
Again, that's our number 25, Hide Higashikawa.
Hide Higashikawa getting his first goal in AFC Champions League 2 on his first start. Featured from off the bench in the opening fixture on match day 1, playing just 12 minutes. As Chanatip from range. Shazwan spills it, falls to Doi. After the shot on the turn, and again he had options around him. Lopez was waiting, Ekanen was as well, and Sanchai just off to his left. Doi decided to back himself to get the goal. He is desperate for another goal. for BG Pathum United. Tomoyuki Doi, who was a goal machine in the Singapore Premier League, scored 74 goals in 66 appearances in his 3 seasons in that league, including 50 goals in 35 games for Geylang International last season. He's having to produce for his new club. He hasn't been able to get into any sort of goal-scoring form. Kritsada. Lopez, who's played continental football in South America, the Copa Sudamericana and the Libertadores. Sudamericana, the second-tier competition. Libertadores first, equivalent to the AFC Champions League Elite. It's Chanate. Deep cross to Wale Chultong. Kritsada. Left to right, back out to the left again. Lopez puts it into the box. Kritsada come in. Wallet. Into the channel. Good vision. Great run from Notsuda. Doi was late on Shuya Yamashita. Still coming together. And he's claiming he took a arm to the throat as well. Tomoyuki Doi. His only goal for BG Pathum United coming in the league, in the domestic league against Utai Thani. A 1-0 win on the 12th of September. BG Pathum United will be making a couple of attacking changes. Shah Shahiran has gone down for Tampines Rovers. A concern for them. They're preparing a change themselves. Taufik Suparno is receiving a few instructions. Shah Shahiran is such an important player for Tampines Rovers, a 25-year-old, making his 21st AFC Club competition appearance. 7 of those appearances have been in AFC Champions League Two. Just the 1 goal, just scored against Namdin in a 3-0 draw in October of last year. Shah Shahiran, who's making his 150th appearance for Tampines Rovers in this fixture. We'll be hoping that he's fit enough to continue, but they might not take any chances with Shah. He's into his 7th season at the club over 2 spells. One of the leaders, one of the captains of this side. So it's going to be 2 changes for Tampines Rovers. Taufik Suparno and Jacob Mahler getting ready to come on. The next opportunity. They're standing by. BG Pathum United also will be bringing on Fornazari and Emaviwe. Notsuda. There's Chan Mongkon. Mekane. Lopez. Chanate. There's Sanchai, support behind him. They're still able to squeeze a pass into the area. In between 2 defenders. I apologize to his attackers in the box as well.
Double substitution for BG Pathum United. Number 10, Joel Brendan Lopez Pisano, replaced by number 95, Mateus Fornazari Custodio.
Mateus Fornazari is on for Joel Lopez.
Number 23, Jordan Imaviwi.
And Tomoyuki Doi is off to be replaced by Jordan Imaviwe, Singapore international. Very versatile player is Jordan Imaviwe. Playing central defense and left back, on the left wing or up front, which is where he is going. So they're going with 2 big strikers up front. BG Pathum United, a change in the tactical approach. Changes for Tampines Rovers. Jacob Mahler Singapore international as well is coming on for Shah Shahiran, who is done for the night. Glenn Quay is off, and he is replaced by another Singapore international, Taufik Suparno. Tends to make most of his appearances for Tampines Rovers from off the bench. Explosive attacking player. Jacob Mahler, who was playing in Thailand previously, has recently recovered from a serious knee injury, working his way back into full fitness and into becoming an important part of this Tampines squad. Players having to make do with minutes from off the bench. His first involvement is to go into that challenge and concede a corner. That dangerous ball in again. Problems from the set piece for Tampines. Big chance for the away side. Couldn't make the most of the rebound. Have a look at his quality from Notsuda. Sanchai with the first header. Just rebounded back to Fox, and looked like it might have been on the corner actually, but goal kick was the decision. Not giving up on this one at all, BG Pathum United, and that from Shazwan is not going to help his side. Keeps them under pressure. Kazama just saying to his goalkeeper, calm it down, come on. Need a bit of a breather. Need a spell of possession. From Sanchai, that's a good catch from Shazwan. Three-year-old Shazwan Buhari celebrated his birthday on the 22nd of last month. That's Chanatip. Shazwan might have some more work to do. Tampines is unable to hang on to possession. Chanatip with the effort. Good save from Shazwan. Strong left arm to keep that one out. Taken quickly from the corner, Notsuda puts it in again. One for Fornadzari to challenge for, comes back out to Chanatip. No problems for Shazwan this time. A great save from the first one from Chanatip Sokrasin. Comes back into him again here. That was headed into the corner of the goal. Good save from Shazwan, who is making his 220th appearance for Tampines Rovers. He's picked up 62 clean sheets in his time at the club. The referee says there was offside. Shazwan's brother is also a referee, Shakawi, in the domestic league. Kritsada. Taufik. Last touch is of Notsuda. Throw into Tampines. Tampines Rovers, who were runners-up to the Lion City Sailors in both the league and Singapore Cup last season. Put up a strong challenge on stage of the campaign. It did look like they were going to be solid challenges for the title. It just started to fade away as we got into the closing weeks of the Singapore Premier League season. Some great performances from them though. They look good this season as well. Keep that rise, that improvement on track. Here's Sanchai. Chanatip. Fornadzari with the header. Save from Shazwan. There's Fornadzari, who has 2 goals in the Thai League from 4 appearances. This is something that Tampines Rovers are going to have to adjust to. The height that they're coming up against. Fornadzari, another giant in the side, just over 2 meters tall. 29-year-old Brazilian. Played in Brazil and Portugal before moving to Sukhothai. So it's under pressure again, and they want another corner, but it's going to be a goal kick. Had a spell with Sukhothai there in July of last year. He scored 13 goals in 27 Thai League appearances for them before joining PG Pathum United in July of this year. And they should have scored there. Another great chance for PG Pathum United. They've made the most of the opportunities in this second half. Keeping the pressure on Tampines. And Tampines back line in a bit of a disadvantage aerially in terms of the height difference. Mafiwe is above 1.9 meters in height as well. They're alongside Fornazzari. See Fornazzari trying to pin himself against Shuya Yamashita on the right side of your screen. It's 2 against 2 in those central defensive positions. Fox against Imaviwe and Yamashita up against Fornazzari. Insada. Both the attackers, the strikers of PG Pathum United being told to just pin the Tampines central defenders, hold their positions. Don't want them dropping short to link the play. Stay in the box to attack crosses. And a double team on Fornazzari. The flag has gone up for offside. Haja back there helping out as well. Yoshimoto trying to play out from the back again. They're trying to be composed, but the pressing is intense from PG Pathum United. A lot more aggression, and they win it back high up the pitch. Chanatip. Oh, delightful into Mafiwe. They should have taken that first time. That pass from Chanatip was exquisite. An absolute master of the game. Chanatip's on Krasin. It's a great run from Imaviwe, just getting on the inside of Yoshimoto. Not much space to work with to play that pass into, but Chanatip was still able to find a way through. Perhaps on that angle, just a little bit too much in terms of the weight on that pass. Again, that's being hypercritical of Chanatip Songkrasin, who celebrates his 32nd birthday in 3 days. He's been with PG Pathum United since July of 2023. Also played in the top flight of Japanese football with Kawasaki Frontale and Consadole Sapporo. A regular for those sides as well. Speaks volumes of the kind of quality that he has. You don't often get Southeast Asian players making an impact in Japan's top flight and becoming a key players for the sides that they join. Chanatip Songkrasin certainly was. Suda tries to chop it into Sanchai. Does well to head it back to Chanatip. Gets away from one. Still with Chanatip. Gets away from two. Is that going to be a penalty? Referee says it was a clean challenge. Twisting and turning, dancing his way past those challenges. Chanatip Songkrasin just enjoy this replay, and it looked like he might have been fouled there by Taufik Suparno on the pirouette. Oh, Taufik, he took a risk looking at the referee, and that could very well have been a penalty to PG Pathum United. Chanatip doing damage again. Starting to show a lot more in attack now, PG Pathum United. Putting those chances together. Another change coming up for Tampines.
Substitution for Tampines Rovers, number 25, Hide Higashikawa.
It's going to be coming on for Hide Higashikawa, scorer of the second goal. The 26-year-old striker, Tarandao, joined before the close of the transfer window in late August. He was playing in Malta with Naxa Lions prior to his move to Tampines. To spend some time with Yokohama F. Marinos, but only made one J1 appearance for them. Has been playing in J3 and in the JFL, Japanese Football League, the last couple of years before moving to Malta. Provide fresh legs up top for Tampines Rovers. That's not Suda with the free kick. Shazwan reacted early, moved across quickly. No problems in the end. Kitsara come in. Lovely touch under pressure into Wallet. Sandakadze. Sanchai. Kritsara. There's Wallet. Chatmonkon back to Wallet. Takes the foul. A little bit too aggressive. Tampines. And it looks like Tarandao is going to be booked. It's really late into that one, Dao. And he didn't complain to the referee about receiving that booking. Accepted his punishment. So some pressure for Tampines Rovers to deal with from this set piece. Notsuda has been putting quality into the box. They look to do so again. Viwe and Fornazzari in there to attack this. Sando Hadze also in the box. Shazwan doing enough. It's contact with his fist. Goes to Chanatip. Ekane. Another ball into the area for Emma Viwe! Clawed out by Shazwan. Big save. Not a bad effort at all from Jordan Imaviwe. Tried to just put it back across from where it came. Got himself onside. But too much in the middle, perhaps, this effort from Imaviwe. Might have come off his shoulder, actually, but it's a good save from Shazwan. Jordan Imaviwe, who started the opening game in this competition against Pohang. They used to play for Ballister Khalsa in the Singapore Premier League. Joined BG Pathum United for this campaign after successful time at Chiang Rai United. He scored 5 goals in 13 league appearances for them. Almost got one back for BG Pathum United with that effort. Yoshimoto, Bohajia. Dao has to be careful. Arm into the back of Notsuda. Referee giving him a warning as play continues. I'm sure he's telling Dao to watch himself as well. Chatmonkon. Touched on by Notsuda. Ekanen. Imaviwe. Notsuda. A heavy touch, poor first touch from Sanchai. More frustration for BG Pathum United. Tampines Rovers have been able to survive this onslaught. They've not offered anything going forward in this second half, aside from that goal scored by Hide Higashikawa. Dylan Fox was able to get that out. Another corner. 6th one for the away side. Ekanen. To Maviwe, couldn't keep his header down. Change potentially coming up for BG Pathum United. I'm just having a look at the bench, and it looks like Siwakon Tiatrakun is being prepared to come on. This one for Ndao to hang on to, wait for support to arrive. Tried to get it into the area for Buhagia, but it came off the back of Kazama. Tampines Rovers, they made several big changes at the club in the off-season. New chairman in Shungo Sakamoto, who was their vice-chairman in 2024, joined the management committee in 2023 and replaced Desmond Ong in June of this year. Maviwe, get away from Yamashita. Taufik. Desmond Ong serving as the chairman since 2017. Also a change in the head coaching role for Tampines. It's Chatmonkon. Suda. It's his run blocked off by Taufik Suparno. Tampines initially had Akbar Nawas coming in at the start of the season in place of Gavin Lee, who was head coach for 154 matches over 5 years at the club. Akbar Nawas, in spite of his unbeaten start and a Community Shield win, only have 83 days in the job before being replaced by Noor Rahman. He was appointed in the middle of last month. It's been a good start for Noor Rahman, just a 1 defeat so far. Maviwe, a header on. Happy to take those headers from a little bit further out. Tampines Rovers, they won't want Fonazari and Maviwe to get too close to their goal. Wallet with the header. Turning into a very nice cool evening here at Bishan Stadium. No inclement weather conditions. Humidity is dissipated slightly. Chanatip. Sanchai. Very fun. Outstretched right leg. Got away from Sanchai, but Chanatip was still able to send a cross into the area. There's Buhagia and Ndao on the far side. Buhagia goes shot to Kazama. Nice exchange between the two again. They're on the same wavelength. Here's Ndao. Ambitious. Not quite sure what he was thinking, Ndao, going from there. Just been better serves, slowing it down. And Buhagia making a run ahead of him, or Taufik Suparno onto his right. A stage of this contest where Tampines Rovers just need to try and kill the pace of it instead of giving it away and putting themselves under pressure, as they've done once again. Ekanen, Chanatip. Pushed it first time for Fonazari. Nudge from Yoshimoto, enough to throw off the Brazilian striker. Kazama, lovely work. Yoshimoto. That's a clever ball to Ndao. Can he make a better decision this time? Into Buhagia. It is a better decision from Ndao, but Buhagia couldn't take it along with him on his run. Sanchai. Chanatip. There's Ekanen. Maviwe being forced out wide. Sanchai, cross. Mahler, nicely placed. Flicks it out and wide, where it's picked up by Wallet. Kritsala. Sandohadze. Chanatip. It's it back from Ekanen. Still with Chanatip. That is the 26th shot of this match. Just 7 of them on target. And Sunshine Ontasila is replaced by number 31, Siwakon Tiatrakun. And there's that earlier opportunity for Tampines Rovers on the break. Yoshimoto, good crossfield pass there. Ndao. Bahaja just wasn't able to get a good first touch out in front of him. So Siwakon Tiatrakun is on for Sunshine Ontasila. Siwakon, the 31-year-old, a player with plenty of experience, very tidy left-footed midfielder, has got good passing range and vision. He's been with BG Pathum United since June of last year, formerly with Mongtong United and Chiang Rai United. Spent half of last season on loan with PT Prachuap. Was a key player in his time at Chiang Rai. He had 100 minutes of league action this season. Siwakon. There he is. Ekane. It's been left behind by Siwakon. Too quick for that pass into him. Siwakon with AFC Champions League level experience as well. 16 appearances in that competition in the group stage. All with Chiang Rai United, making his debut in AFC Champions League Two with his introduction on that left side for Sunshine. Trying to get it out to him as much as they can now. It's straight into the boot of Taufik. Harm done anyway, because BG Pathum United are able to get it back quickly. Here's Kritsada up to Walid. Kritsada. Chanate. Oh, lovely ball into Maviwe. Need to keep that one low. Danger not over. Maviwe again with the header back. Chatmonkon. Chanate, who is making things happen. Chanate with the effort. It had to be him. He's pulled one back for BG Pathum United. Game on here at Bishan Stadium. No denying Chanatip Songkrasit. Master at work. He was trying to set up his teammates earlier and decided to go for goal himself. Takes it across his body away from Kazama and then opens up the angle through a number of defenders in his way and gets a goal. Quick feet, powerful strike, no chance for Shazwan Buhari this time around. Well, it's not going to be a clean sheet for Tampines Rovers. A run of 3 in this competition is over. Taking the opportunity to make changes. Kazama and Irfan Najib are off. Joel Chu and Amirul Adli are on. Try and help the side see this one out. Well, 2 more Singapore internationals on for Tampines Rovers. Score is 2-1, not 3-0.
Scoring the first goal for
Chanatip Songkrasit
number 18, Chanatip Songkrasit.
with that goal for BG Pathum United, which gives them hope of a comeback. An early birthday present for him in terms of that goal, but he will want more. Making his 79th appearance for BG Pathum United. He's been in pretty good form this season. Scoring goals for them in the ASEAN Club Championship as well. Fox in need of some treatment late on. So much better second half. Now set for a dramatic ending. Pathum United making one of their 27 shots count. It's a booking here. It's going to be for Joel Chu. If you're not happy with what he perceived to be time wasting. Now, going to hold it up in the corner. Get some help from Joel Chu. Possession stays with Tampines, exactly where they want it. Nice bit of territory for the home side. Tampines fans want a free kick for what they perceive to be a foul on Talandao. Nothing given. Go back up very quickly. Ndao back into shape here. Tampines, they hold on for this win. It will be a great result for them. 2 wins from the opening 2 matches in this competition. Gives them the head-to-head win in this fixture against the Thai side. Still have that return leg to come. Bahagia. Good touch into space. Summer Ludley. Sprints forward down the right. There's Bahagia. In front of him. Goes back to Amir Ludley. Joel Chu. There's going to be some time here for BG Pathum United. A minimum of 5 minutes to be added on. Zimaviwe fouled. No, says the referee. He thinks that was a good challenge from Shuya Yamashita. Well, the last time BG Pathum United won a game as the away side on the continental stage was on the 24th of April, 2022 against United City of the Philippines. Since then, they've had 1 draw and 4 defeats in a row on the road. Although it has to be said, that was at the AFC Champions League level against teams like Urawa Reds, Ulsan HD, Kawasaki Frontale and Jodao Taksim. Confirmation of that booking earlier for Joel Chu for time wasting. Well, he made the changes, Superchai Komsilipi. Put the attacking players on. And they've created some really good chances in the second half. Just haven't been able to take those opportunities. Fox, that's a good header. Segasumi, centre halfway, Siwakon intercepts. Janatip onto Notsuda. Siwakon. Nice shape on that ball in. This wasn't attacked by any BG Pathum United player. Nekkanen. Siwakon. For Natsari looking to get on the outside. Oh, Fox Sando Hatse. Another opportunity for BG Pathum United. Big centre back. More of a clearance than an effort at goal. Flicked on at the near post, and Yoshimoto just got out of position. Segasumi, the unintended flick on. Shazwan is having a go at his wide defenders for allowing that cross to be played in. He's right. We need to shut down those avenues. Crosses into the box, exactly what BG Pathum United will be looking for, or have been looking for. Introduction of Fonazzari and Emaviwe. As Emaviwe touched on to Fonazzari. Gonna get that back to Chatmokon. Tampines on the break. They're gonna go for another 3-on-1. And Ndao and Joel Chu in support. It's with Bahagia. Joel Chu. Perhaps set a bit wider than he would have liked in that situation. Probably is one of the aspects of his game that he can look to improve, Joel Chu. Very talented player, doesn't get enough goals. Into his 6th season with Tampines Rovers over 2 spells. A couple of years with the Young Lions doing his national service. Control on that strike. 25-year-old, 7 caps for Singapore. There's Imaviwe. First time cross, headed away by Yamashita. Flag stays down. Imaviwe's onside. Nekanen. Tadmongkon. Chanatip. Surprisingly, has actually given it away. Yoshimoto on the blind side of Chanatip. On the break. Yoshimoto. Can he find the angle for the pass into Endao? Answer is no. Bogdanovic, who really hasn't had much to do at all in this second half. With a quick release into Chatmongkon, it's getting stretched now at the end. About 30 seconds left at the minimum. Is there a handball on the way? Yes, there was. It was from Imaviwe, and that could be it for BG Pathum. Sega Sumi has worked really hard in midfield. Starting to feel the intensity. Clear handball from Jonathan Imaviwe. Here's another look at that break from Tampines. That's good defending from Ole Chultong. He just closed off the angle for that pass out to Endao. He didn't panic. And they've done it. A big win for Tampines Rovers.
And there's the full trail whistle here at
Back-to-back victories in AFC Champions League Two. 6 points from the matches against Kaya of the Philippines and BG Pathum United of Thailand. Alternatives on crossing, a picture of frustration. Tried to change the game, and he did. Got the goal for his side late on, which made things interesting. Alternatives on crossing with the goal in the 86th minute. Trent Bahagia with the opening goal late on in that first half in the 42nd. And then Hide Higashikawa with what has turned out to be the winning goal for Tampines Rovers in the 57th minute. Tampines with just 6 shots in this contest, 2 on target, both ending up in goals. BG Pathum United, for all their dominance, 56% possession, 28 shots, 8 of them on target, managed to find just the 1. Back-to-back defeats for them in this competition. Lots for the Thai side to do, but for tonight, it's glory for Tampines Rovers. It finishes here at Bishan Stadium. Tampines Rovers 2, BG Pathum United 1.